All right, and I still have Gemini rising and sun. So for you guys, this Taurus New Moon happening on May 7th is taking place in your 12th house. And this is a time when it's important to kind of go within. And I say this every time that there's a full moon or new moon in the 12th house. And it's because it's a time when we are very sensitive, when there is a lot of energetic messages coming to us through our dreams, through our feelings about things, through meditation, things that happen subconsciously that are influencing us. And if we don't quiet things down and listen to the things that are unseen, it's almost like we're like bulldozing ourselves, because every process in life has these moments where we're meant to pause. And this is one of those moments, right? Where we can't always be on the go. We can't always create. We can't always be on the up. Sometimes things have to decay or decline or pause. And this is a time, not decay, but of pause. And I see that with this unseen card and this hermit card, where it's a time for us to really reflect. And Taurus is a lot about our values. This is a really strong moment for manifestations right now, but I think ultimately it's like there are things from the unseen that are trying to speak to you about your manifestations, and maybe different actions you can take, different directions you can go in that you wouldn't consider if you were just doing things according to your daily routine. So there's this energy of things being ready to be shaken up, and maybe even to some extent like old ideas or old structures and ways of confining yourself let go of, because 12th house is also a lot about release, surrender. And this new moon is conjunct Venus, Uranus, and Jupiter. So we're having this kind of somewhat volatile energy, but very creative, very inspired, and very spiritual energy coming to shake up your life and your perspective. And you might get really strong messages and dreams. So take note. I'm a Gemini, and I've been having a lot of animal dreams with caves. Last night I had a tarantula, things that are definitely sharing specific messages. And it's interesting, I got the tarantula, I was looking that up today, and it was talking about having patience. And that's a really big part of this new moon message that I'm recording today. So many of us are needing to have patience to see these manifestations through, to be able to do them differently, like approach them differently or view them differently, but also not rush it at the same time. And this new moon sextiles Saturn in your 10th. So I very much see this applying to your career or to these kind of like big life objectives, big life goals, which for some of you could be buying a house or moving somewhere new or studying something new or changing jobs or reaching for some kind of like career peak success or some manifestation of something that you really want. That is what I feel like the Geminis are moving towards, but it's going to take some time to get there. And I think that that's a really strong message is the current way that you're going about it, there's something new that you haven't thought about or haven't considered. And it's important to pause enough to like do the research or allow things to sink in or self-reflect enough about what would feel best about how you go about this path. But also, even once you have that nugget of wisdom, you'll still have to do the work, and it will still take time and patience and consistency to actually create this into reality and for this dream to happen. But I definitely see that things are becoming really favorable for you with this Wheel of Fortune card. If you actually do these steps, you will achieve the success that you're looking for. If some of you are wanting some kind of notoriety with the Six of Wands and the Saturn being activated in your 10th house of career visibility and recognition, I very much see that you guys are going to have that kind of like acceptance by people that you're wanting, or having clients find you, or having authorities like enjoy working with you. There's this feeling of like, yes, I am being recognized at being good at what I'm trying to do and accomplish, and being successful at it. So I definitely feel like that's the path for you guys. But I think that there may be some things that come up that you need to heal along the way with this healer card. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to be healers, or maybe some of you guys are just needing to go through your own process of healing. But I think that's true for really everyone right now, because Mercury is conjunct Chiron in Aries and the North Node in your 11th house. And basically this is a time where we can have like more insecurities or things from the past come up that are quite sensitive, and we get in our head about it. For you guys, this could be according to 11th house topics, which is likely to be some kind of dynamic within your friendships, your groups, your sense of belonging in your community. Like, do I belong here? Do I belong to this group? Am I good enough for this? Do I align with them? I don't know. Like, I don't feel good enough. Or maybe there's this feeling of having friendship rifts or issues with friends where you're having to heal that from the past, because that could be dysregulating you, taking you out of your stability. There's a sense of whatever this is being like capturing your attention and it destabilizing you and ultimately slowing down your manifestation. The other thing could be insecurity around this long-term vision or this dream, and starting to feel like, oh, I don't know, like, can I do this? Can I not do this? So whatever it is, either around your community belonging, your friends, or this fact or this dream, there's a sense of not being so healed and certain and stable. And so that's what we're really trying to overcome during the time of this new moon. We also have the King card, and I really love this because Mars Mars is just entering into your 11th house recently, but it's conjunct Neptune in your 10th. So I really feel like you guys are coming into more of this Mars and Aries energy with this King card, this kind of masculine energy of being disciplined or knowing what you want. But because it's with conjunct Neptune, I think it's very also intuitively driven, like inspired, driven from within, spiritually driven. But you're like the spiritual king, basically, that is kind of getting a hold of his kingdom and learning how to manage your life in a way that I think feels like you are on top of it. You are, again, like energized, and taking the action on things that you need to. It's feeling like I'm more in control now than before. Maybe there are elements of my life that I kind of left like floundering for a second there, and now I'm like regaining some traction over them. I'm being productive, or I'm making healthy choices. Whatever it is, there's a sense of like this King card being responsible for his dominion. And I think that's what you guys are really coming into, especially with this new moon sextiling Saturn the 10th. I think that's why people are respecting you. I think that's why you're gaining some level of recognition or notoriety within the community that you belong to or within the interests that you're pursuing. I feel like you're gaining traction. You're feeling like you're becoming more strong within your role. And I think that will help you kind of combat any insecurities that do arise more in the mental plane with this Chiron and Mercury together. And when you're doing the healing paired with the action of the King, actually doing the work, I think you'll ultimately find that this is a very successful combination. If you don't want to ignore either one of these, essential parts. So that is what I'm saying for you, Gemini. It's an exciting time for you to manifest, to tune in with what you want to do differently and the kind of dreams and messages that are coming through for you, and then take action, have patience. Don't allow, fears or insecurities to get in your way. Heal those rifts or energies within your that could go against your dreams or could go against your feeling of connection with others. And so if you're interested in getting a reading from me, I am now offering a medical astrology and fertility astrology reading that are actually cheaper than my other ones temporarily because they're new. So if you're wanting to get pregnant or want some additional help along with your doctor, kind of looking at your medical situation, then definitely check that out at cosmicclaryastrology.com, which I'll link down below. Also, if you enjoyed this or if this resonated, I'd love to hear your comments. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends, and have a beautiful day. Bye.